Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. Sort my hair out. It's proper scraggy and all over the place. I'm not quite sure what's going on with it, but it's a little bit like bouffant. Very bouffant, in fact. I'm going to put some makeup on, try and make myself look a little bit more human. It is 9:45 and I've slept very, very well. Let's have a look in my little tin of wonders. I've slept really well. Took me a little while to settle, but it always does in the van on the first night. But after that, things improved and I feel very, what's the word? Relaxed. I feel relaxed. So, thought I'd have a little chit chat to you. Had a couple of people ask me some questions. One of them is, how's my mum doing? Much, much better. So thank you for all of those who have been inquiring about her health. For those of you that are new to the channel, she suffers with issues with her stomach and things like that. And in the last few years, as she's got, you know, a little older, I guess, we've had several incidents of her being taken into hospital, and one of the last ones was sort of for what looked like blood in her sick. She'd, you know, been vomiting a lot, and it's like the coffee granules sort of look. If anyone who knows what sick in blood looks like, dried sick, that's what it is. Sorry, it's not very pleasant. They couldn't work out, they managed to stop her being sick, but they couldn't work out like what was causing it. You know, her blood pressure was going through the roof, but I think that happens because she gets anxious and she hates hospital. She hates being in an ambulance, anything like that. She gets travel sick, so she doesn't, you know, she gets herself worked up quite easily. So I don't think that helps the blood pressure. But yeah, she was very poorly, bless her, really quite unwell, and they kept her in overnight and did loads of tests. She'd come home, she's had loads of tests, and they've not been able to find what was making her so ill or what was causing the blood. She has got lacerations in her esophagus, and scans showed sort of lacerations in her stomach. Nothing, you know, that is horrifically bad, but it's enough that it would have caused the blood in her sick. But it's ruled out all the nasty stuff, so we're very pleased that all of the nasty things have been ruled out, like cancer and, you know, all the things that we're all just very scared of finding out about. But I was saying to her the other day, well, at least we know that those things are not lurking, because she's had body scans, she's had MRIs, you know, ultrasounds, blood tests. She's literally had the full works, and everything's still coming back sort of negative for nasties. So we're all really, really reassured by that, and we're really pleased. She is feeling a lot better now, and the only thing really that's changed is that she's on a strict diet that we've kind of said to her, look, let's not mess around anymore, let's just try it, because if there's nothing physically wrong, there's got to be something dietary wrong, you know, an intolerance. And to be fair, I shouldn't eat wheat. We won't talk about the little pastry that I've picked up when I was on my way yesterday. It was calling to me. I only stopped for the toilets at this place, and this was calling for me. I did ask if they had anything gluten-free, but the answer was no, so I did try. Does that count? Probably not. Anywho, it's not making my stomach bleed. It's making my joints ache and me puff up like a balloon. So, yeah, you know, at the moment, obviously, it's likely to change at some point, and I am more careful than, you know, somebody obviously who isn't aware that there is a sensitivity. Anyway, this is not about me, this is about my mum, so shh now, stop judging. So mum, yeah, is now on quite a strict sort of diet of no wheat, no gluten, no dairy, low low allergen foods, so you know, more FODMAPy type diet, and it's really helping her. She's, you know, she's got up, she's got out, she's gone out of the house, she's gone to town. Sorry, I'm doing that funny face again. I can't talk when I do the bottom ones. It's an actual physical impossibility. There we go. Now I'm going to be wondering if any of these people that like do crime or what have you and put makeup on. There's one person that I watch that does it. I don't know if I've ever seen her put mascara on her bottom eyes, because she never talks like that in the middle of her videos. Yeah, Mum's just, she's doing so much better since she's been put on this diet, and I think because she is feeling so much better and because she felt so rotten, bless her, when she was taken into hospital. It's like the worst she's felt. Yeah, I think she's, yeah, you know, I think it's been enough for her to, I think you reach a point, don't you, when you just get so ill that actually a dietary change is easier to follow, because there's an incentive that, oh, I'm just making a mess. There's an incentive, isn't there? You don't want to feel how you were feeling before. So, yeah, she's doing much better, bless her. What else do I need to tell you? Oh, the purchase versus purge. So, Michael asked me about this actually. He's been a long time viewer. And he was saying, how's the purchase versus purge going, which I talked about at the beginning of the year, and then I have dipped in several times since and told you sort of updates, but I hadn't done it for quite a while, and that's mainly because I've not really got rid of anything since, which is very bad of me, not really got rid of anything since, when did I have that time off? August, the end of August, and I took loads of stuff down to the charity shop. Oh, I've just made makeup go everywhere. Took loads of stuff down to the charity shop and emptied loads of stuff from the caravan. And we took the shed down and we emptied loads of rubbish out of the shed. So I had a massive, massive purge. And then I haven't really done anything since. And a big part of that is I've been on a lot of house sits and I've been working a lot of weekends. And I felt, you know, as you know, I kind of was feeling a bit overwhelmed with everything that was going on in my various areas of life and people who I was helping and stuff like that. So it's been on pause. I mean, obviously every day I'm tidying and getting rid of stuff, but there are areas in the house now that I need to really think about having a bit of a purge. Purchase wise, I'm trying to think if I've bought anything big into the house or anything that's not a consumable into the house of late. I mean, I bought my pumpkin for my window and my light for my window. So that's the purchase. 2 little Halloween decorations. But I think that's quite restrained, to be honest. 2 decorations. And I think it looks nice. It's not over the top. It's discreet. That's fine, I think, those 2 things. I mean, there's always Amazon deliveries coming to the house, always. But it's things like, oh, I bought my microphone, which I'm using now, but again, that is a tool for my videos. So I'm not going to worry about that. It's not stuff for the sake of stuff. I'm being quite intentional, and I've obviously started bringing Christmas presents into the house for people, which again doesn't count, I don't think. So I think the purchase versus purge has been on a bit of a pause, just because I haven't really got rid of anything, but also I've not brought anything into the house that I would warrant as just stuff, apart from those 2 Halloween decorations. So I think probably the best way to say it is it's okay, it's gone well. I think this year I've got rid of so much. When I think about it, I've got rid of so much. There is still a lot of work to be done though, and a need to do it. So I need to stop procrastinating, and I need to find myself a weekend or something where I can actually do it and tackle some of those pinch points that are problematic. I know the loft really needs to be done, and I went up there to get some of my more wintry clothes out yesterday, and the smell of rat wee is just awful. I mean, everything's in boxes, like plastic boxes and stuff, but it's a constant battle with them. Yeah, and I'm going to have to go up, empty those boxes, and there'll be less places for them to hide, I suppose. The thing with the loft is there's a lot of Brendan's stuff up there and a lot of Kenzie's stuff up there from when they were kids. And Brendan is, bless him, a bit of a hoarder. He doesn't like to get rid of things, and he's got sentimental attachment to stuff. Kenzie's better at getting rid of things, but some of the things that are up there, I'm like, oh, that was all his Doctor Who stuff. And you know, I kind of think, where things like Doctor Who toys and things like that, I think probably in another 20-30 years or something, when he's, you know, nearer my age, is he going to want to see those things and go, you know, again, and go, oh my god, yeah, I remember having these. And it'll be the sorts of things that I'm now going, oh, I remember those toys when I see them. But then, is he ever going to use it? Would he have it on display? I don't know. But there's a lot more things up there I can get rid of before we even have to touch those toys, to be fair. It might not say, I mean, I've got things up there from when I was a kid, and now I'm like, it's sentimental stuff, but I boarded out that loft in COVID. 6 years on, have I looked at any of that stuff? No. So maybe I should just start letting some of it go. And I have done that with this purge. There have been some soft toys from my childhood and things like that I'm like, no, they're just sitting in a loft. What sort of life is that for the soft toy? Pass it on. Anyway, this is as human as I'm looking and going to look. Cup of tea. I certainly don't look like the young lady that was on there. Geez, menopause is doing one. The creases and crinkles now. When I look back at my old vlogs, I think I've been doing this about 8 years. 8 years, maybe. I was such a young whippersnapper. And then literally, I think the last 2 years, well, it's menopause. Last 2 years, my butt's been whipped right royally. Anyhow, that's life, isn't it? Okay, stop waffling, Pip. Let's lay back up there, drink tea, and eat this. Let me show you this pastry. Goodness. Might be my breakfast. It is my breakfast. Okay, I'm just looking at this and think this is probably a video in itself, actually. So, thank you very much for watching, you lovely lot. And if you haven't subscribed and you'd like to subscribe for various content from me, which is van life, house stuff, vlogs, shopping, chit chats, pieces to camera where we discuss things. There's a whole variety of stuff going on my channel. If you feel like coming back for more, then please do subscribe and hit that bell, because the bell will tell you when my stuff, apparently, although I don't always trust it, it will tell you when I post stuff. So I'll see you in the next one.